Please play your last document.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this session of the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2012. Playing position A, China and Austria. Playing position B, Slovakia and Turkey. Playing position C, Spain and Italy. Playing position D, France and Latvia. Playing position E, Finland and Canada.
Welcome here to the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2012. We're in the Ezurum curling arena here in Ezurum, Turkey. My name is Sandra Olbach and I'm joined by the lovely Sarah Carlson.
The World Mixed Doubles are 27 teams divided into 3 groups. The blue group is Czech Republic, England, Estonia, Germany, Ireland, Japan, New Zealand, Switzerland and USA. Red group: Austria, Canada, China, Finland, France, Latvia, Norway, Slovakia and Turkey. And finally, the yellow group: Australia, Denmark, Spain, Hungary, Italy, Korea, Romania, Scotland and Sweden. And our feature game today will be Spain-Italy. Spain is the team of Sergio Ves and Iranzo Garcia with their coach Alberto Ves.
And the Italian lineup: the males Simone Gonin and Lucrezia Salvai. As a female player of this team. Coach is Gian Andrea Balinato. See the stone colours. Spain is playing the red stones, Italy throwing the yellow. It was Italy to come out on top of the last stone draw. Just barely clinging on to the 12th foot as Sergio Ves threw his first last stone draw through the house. So
here we have Lucrezia Salvai playing the first stone. So mixed doubles, a little bit different from what we see in normal curling. We have 2 players, 1 male, 1 female, and 6 stones in each end. 2 stones already placed. The team who has hammer also has 1 stone just at the back of the button, while the other team has a center guard.
yeah, kind of different mixed doubles. Certainly have you only have the 5 stones to play, 6 stones in total. Usually you'll have the 8 when you play normal curling with 4 players, and you won't really have too much help with the sweeping. You only have to do most of the sweeping yourself, as you see Sergio Ves here following his own stone. And Iranzo Garcia calling the line from the house. This one hanging just a bit wide, so just waiting for the curl.
Vale. ¿Ella muy abierta? Un poco. Ahora sí me la llevo igual, ¿no?
Anche se fai così va bene, mamma. Meglio è se fai
And
così.
of course, takeouts are not allowed until the 4th stone to be played in each end. We're going to see Gonin here, just playing a freeze on the inside of the red stone, just put there by Spain. Really interesting with this mixed double format. You normally see a lot of stones in the 4-foot in the race to the button in each end, and it's so important just to set up the right angles.
Oh, se ne ha, oh. Dai, Luke. Spazio ne ha.
So I think if Simone Gonin can come to the inside here of the red, we're looking quite good. Just sweeping it for line, maybe over curling a bit, and actually ends up through the gap. Looking to maybe just nudge off the red one there at the right of our
¿Qué
screen.
quieres hacer? Son 3 y esta no puedes venir aquí porque le pega la amarilla. Como no quieras venir con esta aquí,
¿Y a la guardia?
si le das en medio a la amarilla quitas 2. ¿Vas a tirar fuerte?
Sí.
So ambitious call here by the Spanish team. I think you could have played the same shot you saw from Italy, just come down and play a nose hit tap on the yellow.
Yes, definitely, especially since they don't have hammer.
Sí. Fuerte.
And with just a little tap there, they would be sitting quite good, quite nice.
Fuerte.
Yeah.
Fuerte.
It seems to be close, but just not close enough. And you'll see the centre guard slightly removed. We'll have a corner guard in play now, and 3 yellow shot stones in the house for Italy. So I think it's just a bad call and bad execution there from Sergio Vez.
Yes, it's looking quite good here for Italy. They do have hammer, no centre guard, it's quite open, and they can now draw to actually sit 4.
So you see both teams choose to have the male player throwing stone 2, 3 and 4, and the female player throwing the 1st and 5th stone. Obviously they can't change that order of play before every end if they like. Change things up.
Buona la velocità, eh?
Ok? Sì, sì.
Quindi su buona velocità, eh?
Ok?
Sola,
Ok?
sola,
I
sola.
think this is the
Scenderei
most
un po' però, sì,
common
mamma.
way
Sì, sì, sì,
to play
sì,
this.
sì,
Normally you have
forte.
maybe some more higher speed and hitting ability in the male player, and that's why they normally play stones 2, 3 and 4.
Poquito más. Vale.
So just so going in here, over curling, not making it to the house, not really protecting their stones anymore. Might just be an out for
Casi nariz, aquí.
Spain. So I'm not sure if they're looking for the hit and roll or just a plain double. Certainly a number of ways to play a double here. So far hanging quite wide. Will it catch some curl at the end? I think so. They rip off 2. Probably would have liked to stick around the house, but looking a bit better now for Spain, don't you think?
Yes, definitely. Now Spain could maybe get 2, but they were lying in a position to actually have 4 with the last shot. So Italy quite happy with the way things are looking right now. I mean the other way around, of course.
Yeah, Spain.
Sorry.
Well, Italy is certainly looking to score 2 here. Spain did find themselves in a bit of trouble, but doesn't look too horrible right now. Simone going in has to improve on his last shot. He's trying to come down the same line, just a bit more weight. Slip into the rings in line 2. So far, hanging wide on line, and could potentially set up another double here. Just wide and heavy, and it's going to slip to the back. I'm not really sure who's laying shot. Seems like maybe Italy is laying one.
Yeah, but a big error there. Just coming up a little bit short and then giving it a bit too much.
Just overcompensating there. And Iranzu Garcia have a golden opportunity to rescue this end for Spain. Looks like they're going to play a double. It's just a bit tricky. They hit the first one too thick, you might roll over the top. See, looking pretty good from Iranzu Garcia. Can she stick her second one? Does it just jam on there on the side? I think so. And Spain are lying 2. And this is what we think we can expect to see in this tournament. Just very momentum changing ends. We'll see one team looking fairly good, and then all of a sudden they're not looking that good anymore.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of an unusual end for mixed doubles curling. You see on the other sheets around here in Ezurum, there's just a whole bunch of stones right down the middle, and this is quite open.
Yeah.
So last stone here of the first end, Lucretia Salai with a draw for 1. They're just begging this to sit down.
See Sergio Vey is ready to sweep behind the tee line. Get this moving. That's going to be a steal of 1 and 2, I think. Unless they want to measure, doesn't seem that way. And all of a sudden, steal of 2 for Spain.
Tenemos un minuto ahora.
¿Y qué tú das por trabajo?
Sí.
So Spain picks up 2 points, and they lead this game 2-0.
Irán. Mejor por este lado o por ese.
Yo, por este.
Sí.
Por el tema de.
Just looking at the other sheet to see, obviously, I think all the stones that are in play are in the 3 other sheets here right now. The 4th sheet that we see there have started the second end already. I think it was just that call by Sergio Vey to play that run back, and that kind of opened the end a bit.
Yeah, that opened it up and followed by a couple of mistakes. Here you do see how the setup is from the beginning.
Esta sí que va un poco más rápida.
Italy with shot rock to start off, just back of the button, and just a typical call. Spain going for a free, so a little tap back. Nicely done.
Just hear him, Simone Gonin, just breathing heavily. Trying to talk to him before the game. He seemed just a bit antsy, just I don't know, mixed between nervous and really excited for the game.
Well, of course, it's a big event. It's a world championship, and this is the first game, and always that little bit of extra nerve to start off with. How far can they drag this?
Lucretia Salai with a pretty good attempt at the freeze. Just pulls a stone short of the red stone in the 1 foot. Do you feel a bit more pressure as you're only 2 players on the sheet, and usually 4 you have a bit more support around, you know, your whole team is there. There's a bit more focus on you as yes, there's only 2.
It's a little bit lonely down there in the hack, and we said that when we watched everyone with their last stone draw before the game. It's so important to actually give yourself that time to finish your slide and not feel like you're in a hurry to get up to sweep.
You see Sergio Vey is just jumping up as soon as he does release the stone. Just got to make sure it doesn't affect your slide and your release. He might just have done that here. Just going to pull up quite short. So that's going to act like a guard. The Ireland shot though. So I'm not really sure what's called for here. Is a run back.
Run back, just a straight peel. Italy not really liking how this is set up in front of ours.
I think if you're going to play a hit in the guards, you might be better off just peeling both off. Just a double peel, open things up. But they kind of seem like going in was looking to run this red one straight back. We'll see. Certainly isn't going to catch the top one. It's going to run this red one back. And just almost catches on. I think that was a bit strange call as well. Even if you did make the run back. Well, it was a red stone you were running back, so.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Sander. Italy do have hammer, so it would be wise to maybe take both of the guards off. They do have 2 stones in the rings, so take the guard off, leave yourself something to work with. I think Spain now put up another one, and it might look a little bit messy for Italy.
Yeah, I certainly think Spain could just probably guard this up now, because in mixed doubles you only have the 5 stones, so Italy doesn't have too much time on their hands to clear things up. But Sergio is quite heavy with this one. Ends up tapping the yellow one onto his shot stone and rolling in beneath the corner guard.
No, è meglio che lo prendi di qua, Momo, perché così questa
So we've seen both teams struggling a bit with the weight.
È meglio prenderla di
Talking
qua.
to some of the players, everyone's been saying that the ice is very quick, and you do get a lot of curl. Scott Henderson, head ice maker, has been doing a good job with his ice crew, I believe.
Yes, definitely. It looks like the ice is. It's been really good with during practice and everything, but it does take a little bit of getting used to as a player, especially if you're not used to that fast ice back home.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Spain doesn't really have any ice at the moment. There was another Spanish team that came to Norway actually to practice because they didn't have ice, but they did play the national championships recently.
Italy now with an opportunity to make things look a little bit better, but still leaving Spain with an opportunity to really move some granite around here.
Definitely a double on. Might see that second yellow though. Spin back and jam onto the backstone.
Poco menos.
Si le das aquí tampoco importa. Si te quedas tú está bien.
So Sergio is here with the up weight, trying to remove some yellows. Might have just pinged this one back a bit as it's hanging high.
Still gets the job done though.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
He does. that was a strange way to play a double. I would say he was probably looking at a nose hit. But
No. Me sale bien de línea. Mucho.
He would have liked to stick around with his shooter there to sit to.
So again we'll see quite the open end, and both ends we've seen the run back being called and centre guard being pulled off, so that certainly does open things a bit. Last time we saw a couple of draws through the house, this time we saw a drop pulling up short, so not really getting that set up play in the forfeit we usually see in the mixed doubles. Simona going in here, just trying to tap this red one back. Look to lie to it, but won't be able to do that.
No tira un take-out, pero no tira muy fuerte. Te marco aquí.
Italy are lying one at the moment, but a pretty straightforward take-out here for Garcia.
Controlado.
think if just even make that little roll to the left and behind the yellow corner guard, certainly will force it to lay to 1.
Oh. La mano. Atenta. Atenta.
This one too, kind of a bit high. Certainly
Cuidado,
not going to roll to the right of our screen. It's going to roll to the left, and that's a pretty good result, I think.
Has igual que yo. No, está bien. Has igual que yo.
I think they ended up with just enough space between those routes to make the double quite difficult.
It's definitely not an easy double, Sander, but it's there. I think so.
Questa dovrei prenderla piena per farla andare via, ma se la prendo piena non
It's
faccio
a
andare
risky
via
shot,
questa.
though. You might just want to make sure that you get your 1 in this end.
Poi possiamo anche
Certainly think
rischiarla.
so.
Forse va via sopra, quasi piena. Sì, forse così viene.
Double is there, but
Quasi
it's going to be hard to stick your shooter for 2.
È normale.
So if she
Devo
feels
farne andare via 2.
comfortable with playing the double and just getting the 1, it's fine, but you'd think a draw through the port there would be easier. But again, you did see her playing her draw through the house against 2 in our previous end. So maybe not feeling too confident with her draw weight, just playing the hit instead. The last stone of the second end.
Wow. Aguanta, zip, zip, zip. Tira. Quanto forte, Luca. Tírate. Wow, wow.
Seems to be close.
Tira, 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 forte, 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 forte. Ah.
So yeah, it's going to be 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly I don't think that was there. See the shooter rolling quite easily out the house, and that second red just barely spilling out. But she does do the job to get the 1.
Soy yo el que tengo que meterle una marcha más.
Yep, so after 2 ends here in Turkey, we have the score is Spain 2, Italy 1. And this time we'll see Italy with the first stone. Draw the freeze.
Aspetta, aspetta, aspetta.
Nada sola.
Hola. Wow. Nada sola, no.
Nada sola.
Aguanta, sì.
Oh.
So this shot is so important to get this dead on the red. Your end is pretty well set up for you. It's a nice attempt, but does just bounce off slightly.
No.
Does leave a bit more room for Spain to wiggle things around.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, Sander, if you just glue that one on, that will leave the opposition struggling straight away.
Fuerte. Fuerte.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
doesn't seem too happy with this shot. Around to Garcia. Short and just over curling. Just gonna touch the guard. And they'll be checked.
No me digas, ya sabes.
Ya.
So
Si me dices, adiós.
I think for sure we won't see a run back from this end, not too soon anyway,
Me voy.
as those stones just like checked in front. Italy a chance to draw around and maybe like 2.
Yeah, so with those guards overlapped, that'll leave them in a really nice position. Here we see coach bench with, on your right, again Andrea Gallinato, and on your left, Alberto Vez.
Spazio ne ha. Spazio ne ha.
Big opportunity here for Simone Gonin. Can he get this in behind the guards? Big sweep here from both Italian players. It looks like it's going to come up just a little bit short.
So there's I think there's a lot of factors to this mixed doubles game compared to normal curling. One of the factors I think is maybe the ice. You won't break down the ice as much as you do when you're playing four. Sweeping, obviously not sweeping that much, so you might be caught up with some paths. I don't know. Might be just a bit keener in some ways. Or do you think just the players aren't really picking up on their draw weight?
No, but it's also, like you said, it's a little bit different. You don't have the sweepers, and maybe you don't really get that feedback and communication that you're normally used to when you curl, when you have an entire team talking about weight and maybe split times and things like that. So it's more you have your own feeling. And as you said, you don't break down the ice as fast.
Miran. Set, set, fuerte, fuerte.
Does remove some stones. I'm not sure if it could have done too much better with that. Does leave his own red stone in front. So if Italy comes around here, he might be able to play a run back, which we've seen being called a couple of times so far.
So going in here with a draw again, this time on the out-turn side.
Yeah, a 22-year-old curling instructor from Pinerolo, both Italian players from Pinerolo. Also a student, Simone Gonin.
Che velocità, ok, velocità.
Sì.
Sale velocità, sale velocità.
Sì. Oh. Oh. Sì, 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 sì. Oh.
Oh, missed call there.
Just takes the guard.
Ancora, sotto. Oh.
And now they're trying to just drag it back.
Sorry, mamma. Non riuscivo a capire quanto aveva di velocità.
Was a bit heavy.
Avevo paura di portarla sotto, troppo. Allora ho voluto rischiarla e ho fatto male. Però
Probably would have liked to pass the guard there.
Talmente poco che...
Spain now looking to find the pocket and squeeze one in there.
Igual un poquito menos.
Solo fuerza.
One of the younger players here.
Es
Only
un pelín más
17,
bien. Sí.
Sergio Vez.
Sí.
Oigan.
Sí.
¡Que no!
Well, we've seen him play a number of tournaments
Fuerte.
despite of his young age.
No es que se iba, muy bueno.
Vale, pero está bien. Yo
Here.
quería que era un poquito más que ya fuerte, ¿no?
Gonna run the yellow
Ya, pero
of the
Sergio,
forefoot.
te estoy hablando desde aquí la línea.
Se ha
And the
sido
blind
buena.
shot.
Ya, pero si me estoy diciendo que sí, sí. Ya se quedó fuerte. Sí. ¿Cuánto vieni su? Così?
Wasn't the worst for Spain there.
No me cojo el punch.
Meglio un po' più forte, riscala un po' di meno.
10.
8 quasi.
Would you be tempted to just play the double with the upweight, just to remove both reds?
Yes, you would. I think we are seeing a quieter weight here now from Italy. Or
Oh. Oh. Sí. Oh. Oh.
does play double, so guess that's what they called. Certainly if you don't have hammer, it's always good to remove your opposition stones.
Si le doy y me abro, me quedo delante de la otra.
Definitely. Just make sure you limit the scoring. It's very nicely played there by Gonin.
Yeah, now Spain can only score 2, and they have to do quite well to do even so. Italy with the shot stone just in front of the tee line, behind cover. Sergio Vez all alone here in Ranzu Garcia. And the other end with the broom, calling the line.
Yes, both players are allowed to sweep, but you need to have escape on the other side of the hog line when you play your stones. It's looking a little bit heavy.
No.
Oh, this is no good from the young Spanish guy.
Línea.
So a huge opportunity for Italy. If Lucrezia Salvai can put one more stone in here on top of their own, it's going to leave quite a difficult shot for Iranzu Garcia. So you played about mixed doubles yourself, Sarah, at the Continental Cup. Do you feel that it's hard to protect the lead? Does it kind of just switch back and forth, big scores all over, or?
Yes, because of the rule where you're not allowed to actually play takeouts until the 4th stone, it does tend to get very offensive and a lot of stones in the forefoot, as we have said earlier. So it's definitely leaves you opportunity to score big ends and maybe lose big ends, because you can't just peel off the guards whenever you like. So it normally makes for a really exciting game.
So I'd say that a game is never really dead until the last end.
No.
Como quieras,
Definitely not.
Pero si va un poco fuerte hay más opciones. Por ahí si voy fuerte
one of the
me voy de
reasons we have
larga.
this mixed doubles, because
Tiro draw. Mejor una que
makes for
dos.
interesting curling.
Pero es que mira cómo tiene que pasar la guardia,
Definitely, and normally makes for a lot of
Ya, pero por el otro,
angles
ahí por lo
and
menos tengo
taps
un poco de
and
apoyo,
freezes,
por el otro
and
lado nada.
I think you can learn a lot from playing this.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much of the forefoot play so far on this game. As you see, Sergio and Iranzu agreeing on playing the in-turn draw here to tap the shot back. Obviously have the 1 foot open on the out-turn side, but Iranzu may be just feeling a bit more comfortable with playing the tap, the heavy draw against backing.
It's definitely there. It's a big swing on this ice, and top guard is quite high.
Yeah, last one of the third end. Needs to get by the guard. So sweeping hard for line. And you know, when you hear your skips stop screaming, you know it's no good news. As Italy picks up a steal of 2. Could have been 3 if Salvai managed to put 1 more in there with her last shot, but now Italy does lead 3 shots to 2 over Spain after 3 ends.
Bisogna cercare non devo più sbagliare tanto sulle velocità. Forse questa qua era meglio portarla dentro, però almeno a toccare il punto. Però va bene. Uguale, come vuoi te.
And elsewhere, here in Ezurum, China leading Austria 5-1 after taking 5 in the second end. Slovakia is 4-2 up on Turkey. Latvia is leading France 4-1, and Canada is leading Finland 6-0. And here we see the founder of Turkey looking over us.
Nada sola.
So Crucia Salvai
Nada
looking for
sola.
this crucial shot of the mixed doubles, that first freeze. Going in out to help. Looking fairly close with this one. That's probably the best shot we've seen so far.
Absolute beauty.
Oh, the first ones anyway. That's pretty good there by Lucretia Salvai. Certainly does help you a lot. And Miratsu Garcia needs to follow this one down now. So play the same freeze. What you don't want here is just bouncing off and rolling in behind the T-line.
No, even if you're just a little bit short, it's still something that can be used.
Yeah. No, the weight was there. The line wasn't. And see that leaves the top of the forfeit open for Italy. Again, they're not allowed to hit.
They are allowed to move the stones around, though. It could maybe just bounce the red one back a little bit and push it back and bounce in.
Just a little bounce and roll. I think they're just called the straight draw, but that's certainly an alternative. If they are just a bit heavy, you can just bounce off that red. So does have a bit of margin on that shot.
So Simone going in here. See if you found the perfect draw weight here in the fourth end.
It's looking pretty good so far. Got some real finish at the end. And seem like they're looking for that little bounce here we're talking about, Sarah.
Nicely played by Italy there. Good to see the teams starting to get their draws in position. It's definitely crucial when you play mixed doubles.
Yeah, this is what we're looking for, this forefoot type of play. So Spain got the last stone.
Draw.
I think what they want to do here is play a tap.
Sergio Ves from Spain here with a tapak.
Que pase rozando,
I'd like to tap things around a little bit. Certainly has opened it up slightly. However, it does roll out to the right of our screen now.
Oppure vieni qua. Da proteggere questa qui.
If you have any questions for us, for me or Sander, please post them either on Facebook on the World Curling Federation site or on Twitter. Use hashtag WMDCC2012. We will do our very best to give you the answers that you're looking for.
Per farcerne 1, se tu porti questa un po' più avanti da prendere il punto su questo di forza 1 per forza.
Su questo allora. Possiamo anche spingere da questa parte qua, è stata questa però.
Infatti.
Okay.
Io direi non più di un 8 però,
T-line anche.
T-line.
We're in for an interesting end here.
Yeah, I think you might have seen some teams be tempted to play a hit here, just a bit of panic with 3 stones in the house without hammer. But Italy is certainly going to look to press on here and put one more in there. That's what we like to see.
Definitely. Where exactly would you like to see Italy put this under?
It's going to have to be like a dead freeze onto Oniolo, maybe a corner freeze. In the pocket there.
Neanche di velocità, velocità buona,
Somewhere. Don't think you want to bounce too much here. Wherever this ends up, just want to lock it dead on. And I think, although that little bounce came, I do think they're looking quite good.
Sì, va benissimo.
Yeah, it does leave them sitting 2.
Non so, eri un pelo stretto, però è stata più su di quella di prima.
They are lined up.
Probabilmente l'hai tenuta un pelo su.
It's a jam all day here.
¿Qué opciones tiene?
I'll bet my shirt that Spain won't be lying shot stone after their next shot
Yo
here.
intentaría eso. Si te
I'm
quedan
not
dos,
sure I
vale.
want your shirt
Si le
down there,
pegas
but
hasta
I do
aquí,
think
vale,
you're
esta se
right.
queda aquí, pero esta se va afuera.
Pero se quedan
That
dos
middle yellow
igualadas.
stone.
Pero esta se mueve un poco más aquí.
It's probably not going anywhere.
Intenta sacar algo. Es que no podemos estar así. Aunque te saques esta, la tuya se queda aquí. Para luego empujarla.
Well,
Tienes que tirar fuerte. Si le das aquí, libras la roja.
so they've called a takeout here. I think what they're just looking to do is hit that first yellow one with as much pace as this guy possibly can create. Hope to just spin everything out of the forfeit area.
Whoa!
Yikes.
That is not the result that they were looking for.
No. Didn't really move any of the yellows, but certainly did remove a couple of his own.
Sì, ho capito, ma 2
Italy
rimangono.
now it's sitting 3
Se io vengo qua,
in the forfeit.
può venire su questa solo. No?
Sì, 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 sì.
It's not the first
Perché
time
tanto
we've
che faccia
seen
questa, comunque non può mandare
Sergioves
tocca ancora a te, mamma.
miss on the high side with his takeouts. Just maybe popping them a bit too much, overcompensating for the lack of sweepers.
So Italy now choosing to make a play around the intern side.
I think that's a good call. Although you leave the other side open, doesn't really seem like Spain can remove more than 1 yellow.
Sì.
Playing that turn,
Sì.
so
Viva! Oh, se puoi no! Urca!
probably looking to come into the house here. But settles down as a tight guard, probably not the worst.
Es que no tienes otra cosa. Están
No, va bene anche
3
così.
delante de ti.
Ya, pero es que solo se va a ir una.
So Spain in all kinds of trouble here. And I really don't think they have a chance to remove more than one.
Una que se vaya. Es que ¿Cuál es la otra opción? Es que cualquier de lo que hagas, luego ellos te lo van a guardar y van a seguir siendo 3. Sí, y como te quitas la roja, ¿qué?
Pero aquí puedo quitarlas.
Ya, pero es que, a ver, tienes que estar cuando esta guardia, no dejo justo detrás. La salida es directamente a la roja, tal cual.
Rather than a normal game of curling,
a no
you'll
ser que
have
pases limándola
73.
adelante y le des a esta aquí.
Se ve entera, Iranchu.
Like both teams
Pero
are
le tendrías que
doing
dar a
well on
esta
time.
aquí.
Es que del otro lado solo sale una. Solo sale una. Si me quito la mía, pues... Pero es que solo sale una.
This is not a good situation for Spain. We're looking at running one of the yellow ones back. I think that's probably the only way you can move 2 stones up the forfeit. Well, you might be unlucky and stick the one guard you're running back, so... Big shot here from Sergio Reyes. Needs to make contact with one of the yellows. Try to open things up at least to maybe score 1.
To be able to score, Sander, would you prefer to try and see them play a double on the guards to leave it a little bit more open?
I prefer that shot, to be honest. That's probably the best thing you could have done there.
Such a great result.
Yeah, that was the best you could have hoped for. Removing 2 off the forfeit and spilling the guard he did run back, so I think he'll be reasonably happy with that. And he'll have a chance of scoring on this end after all.
So important to leave yourself at least a couple of options.
Normale.
They've got
Anche controllata se vuoi.
they've got that run back left now in the front as well.
Normale.
Yep, so Lucretia Salvai, the out turn, hit and roll. Just maybe a bit tight here. Off the release. Going in. Throw a good sweeping job. Pretty good hit and roll. Maybe roll just a bit too far. Does leave the pin open for Spain.
Si pasas rozando, tienes hasta apoyo. Si pasas... Irán, no puedes ir a las guardias.
Pero es que...
Es un descalabro ir a las guardias.
Ya, pero es que no he tirado ningún draw. Ni uno.
Los primeros...
Ya, pero ni uno al botón.
Bueno, pues lo tienes que hacer. A las guardias, Irán, no puedes ir. No.
So the exact same draw that Garcia made with her first. Now being call again with her last. She did put it just beside the T line, or beside the button with her first one, so.
Yeah, it does have the draw weight down here.
Last stone of the fourth end. Spain looking to score 1.
Sep. Fuerza, solo
So
fuerza.
Garcia needs to put this on the pin.
Solo fuerza. Solo fuerza, cuidado,
I think
Sí.
looking quite close. They can drag it. Oh, it's gonna sail down just on top of the 8 foot. That's not enough, and that's the third steal of 2 we see in this game. Italy has stolen 2 twice now, and after 4 ends of play, both teams will head into the half-time break. We're only playing 8 ends here at the mixed doubles.
So the score is Italy 5, Spain 2, and we too will have a short break.
So, welcome back to the World Mixed Double Championship 2012. As mentioned before, we're in Ezurum, Turkey. In the same arena the curling competition of the 25th Winter Universiade was held in January last year. And our feature game is between Spain and Italy. That was Lucretia Salai playing the first shot there. A bit heavy, tapping the red stone back.
Yes, we've seen this sounder. I think it might be the reason why this particular game has not been as aggressive, as offensive as some of the other games. It's a little bit more open and a little bit more space in between the stones. Both teams just looking to find the perfect draw weight. Here we have for Spain, Lorenzo Garcia.
I think maybe both teams just afraid of pulling up short, so they're playing them just a bit heavy, knowing they can tap stones back. But actually, putting stones in front of the house certainly does help you. So pulling up a couple of feet short isn't the worst. Why is the worst is that shot just played by Lorenzo Garcia.
No, if you're a couple of feet short, that probably would mean that you have one of your own stones that you can actually use and tap up, but on the back of the tee line, it might be more of help for your opposition rather than yourself. So for Italy here, we have Simone Gonin.
Non è corta di sicuro.
Would you expect a better performance from the player throwing stone number 2, 3, and 4? Better draw weight because they're throwing. First of all, they're throwing one stone more than the other person on the team, and they're throwing 3 stones in a row instead of throwing first and fifth stone. There's quite some time apart, so maybe a bit harder to find that draw weight for your last shot. What do you think?
Maybe. The person throwing 1 and 5th are absolutely guaranteed that they will throw a draw to the button probably with their first, especially if you don't have hammer. But then you have to wait a while before you throw your last, and definitely could be an advantage if you're talking about finding draw weight. Throw 3 stones in a row.
I just know that when I'm alone in practice, which does happen, play a lot of shots in a row, you find your draw weight quite easily. But let's say when you play games, you play 2 shots every 50 minutes or so, it's a bit harder. I think this might just be the same for the girls out here on the ice, having a bit tougher job than the guys.
Definitely, and normally you have your sweepers and to give you the perfect information and also to actually sweep your stones, and you don't really have that advantage here, which means you have to be a lot more accurate. Nice throw there by Sergio Vez.
La primera que me sale. Que saque a fuertecita, que se fue un montón.
Covering the pin and in behind cover, but we do see a lot of curl on this ice. So definitely possible for Italy to play the same shot that Spain just played.
Scusa Lu, forse avevi ragione tu. Hai ragione tu un pelo di più. Ne ha, eh? Oh. 9 almeno, 9.
No.
Back.
Giochiamo al tap qua, sì.
Spizziamo in 3.
Sì.
Dobbiamo spizzare in 3.
No. Tira. Ancora.
¿O quieres venir?
So,
Es que podemos ir dejo aquí.
see Simone going in, pulling up a bit short, but I think that's just fine in this spot.
Tiene ellos también el doble.
Because Spain's the one with the hammer, and now their shot stone just surrounded by Italian yellow stones.
Yeah, that is a lonely shot stone there, and some usable Italian ones.
Sí, un poco cerrado. No hay ángulo, pero bueno.
No, esto sí que puedes hacerlo, Y venirte aquí.
Hay muy poco ángulo. Tendría que pasar esta rozando. Quitar y esconder.
Just that yellow stone in front.
Más.
Italy can use later on to play
Voy suave,
a tap up, so
si no se me va.
does line a nice spot. You'll see Sergio Vez looking for a hit and roll. So just ignoring that top stone, trying to create something in behind it. And I think we'll see fairly controlled weight. Maybe not. Apparently seems to curl a bit, even playing the takeouts.
I think we have seen both teams choosing to put quite a lot of weight on their takeouts. Do you think that's because they don't have sweepers, or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, throwing the softer weight, you don't have any sweepers to hold the lineup. Well, throw them hard enough. Sweepers doesn't really matter that much. But again, it's a lot more difficult.
And then again, when you do need to get a roll, or when it's really important to stick around, it might be wise to then maybe have a little bit more ice and get the weight down.
Just from one hard shot to another, going and throwing this one with some pace down the ice, looking for the in-off double. So far, looking a bit wide. He's going to make contact. He's going to flip her through the whole house there.
See some fans here in Ezurum Arena.
Si te quedas aquí delante, o sea, puedes venir un poco incluso aquí.
Pero quiero venir por este lado,
¿Para qué? ¿Para que si vas un poco fuerte venir a esta?
No, para hacer esto, para meterla aquí.
Vale. Si vas un poco fuerte, te hacemos avisas porque esto no está mal. Esto.
Ya.
So Spain lying one with the last stone advantage, trailing by 3, so certainly looking to pick up 2 points or more in this end.
Es buena.
¡Sí! ¡Fuerte! ¡Fuerte!
He's just curling a lot.
Yeah, almost catching the guard. Did catch the guard. And
sorry.
Sergio is apologizing. I think 2 around to Garcia for missing that shot. Yeah.
Anche 8 Luca, 9. Quanto tiri però? Bisogna essere abbastanza precisi. Tiri 9, 10.
Now let's see what Italy
Come il mio primo
is
tiro,
calling here.
più o
So
meno.
some type of draw, it seems.
Un pelo di più.
Italy might be line second, or maybe not. Not sure if they're going to play the straight draw or if they're looking to just bounce off that stone just played by Sergio Vez.
Could probably even bounce off the short one.
10 da sola!
Zip, zip, zip.
10 da sola! 10 da sola!
Davanti a Luca, Zip, zip.
10 da sola!
Tira, tira tutta, tira
And you
tutta.
see a lot of finish come down here. Yeah, again.
Forte Luca, sì, tira
And
tutta, 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 fino in
it's
fondo.
going to do quite well to pass the top stone.
Ok.
And I think that's a pretty good result.
Also a little bit far
No
longer
hay forma de
than
hacer dos, ¿no?
what they wanted, but
dándole
sits for
aquí.
short.
Es que no, porque mira hasta esa.
I
No,
saw some real finish there coming down
Y encima está
the outturn sign,
Tienes que venir aquí.
playing away from the home end.
Y a por una.
But it's fair to say that Spain will be able to pick up more than 1 point here. To Garcia. Last stone of the fifth end.
Fuerte!
Playing a heavy draw.
Fuerte! Fuerte que se
Just
va,
want to
fuerte!
come to the inside of the yellow shot stone
Fuerte, fuerte, fuerte,
and just
fuerte.
flop over to score the one.
Zip, zip. Vale.
And she's going to do that quite well. Spain picks up 1 point.
Ha salido.
On to Garcia with a pretty nice shot there, although Sergio Vez, we're looking a bit worried halfway down the ice. You see Italy still leading the game though, 5 shots to 3 after 5 ends.
Piénsala y hazla. Date un tiempo ahí, tenemos tiempo.
Sigh of relief there for Renzo Garcia.
Yes, with that point on the board for Spain, I'd say we're still in for an exciting game. And to update you a little bit on the other sheets here, we have China against Austria, China leading 8-2. Slovakia leading Turkey 5-3. France and Latvia, France they're down 5 points, Latvia leading 8-3. And they're just putting the scores up in the game between Canada and Finland, where the score right now is 9-3 Canada. So getting us underway here in the sixth set. Renzo Garcia for Spain, looking to make the perfect freeze. Looks like she's got a nice line.
Yeah, nice line, but again, just a bit too much weight. And does he almost punches that one through. So we've only seen one perfect freeze so far in this game. That was made by Lucrecia Salai. Other than that, we've usually seen these tap backs. It does create open ends. I really think that Spain should have been looking for a dip freeze there to make things a bit more difficult for Italy. And Salai, although do punch the red one into the open, has left a nice pocket for Sergio Vez. So if he can just place his red stone in the middle of those two, they'll be in quite good shape so far. I'm going to call this one a bit heavy. Just by looking at the slide of Sergio Vez, seemed like it was coming out a bit too heavy. I might be wrong.
Yeah, they are sweeping, but like you said, Sander, when you don't have hammer and with the first freeze, and you kind of want to leave the stones a little bit tighter together, really, you know, work the angles and make sure you set up something difficult for your opposition. Italy will be quite happy with a little bit of room in between the stones where they can feel like it's a little bit more open and they have more to work with. It's not in a bad position there though for Spain. You'd rather be there than too heavy.
Certainly. I thought it was too heavy. I think maybe there might be a slight difference between the sides. Well, obviously, if you see both teams playing down the wind side a lot, that will get a bit keener than the other.
Back.
Italian coach Gianandrea Galinato looking on.
I think he's feeling content with the way things are looking.
Yeah, certainly a 2-point lead. And Hammer looking pretty good for Italy.
Definitely. Still, if you have any questions for me or the wise Sander, post them on Facebook on the World Curling Federation site or use Twitter, hashtag WMDCC2012. I'll give you all the answers. So straightforward nose hit there from Italy to set 2.
And Spain, without hesitation, calling the tap back. Sergio just play this line, so just want to come down with maybe a couple of inches tighter ice and then a couple of feet more weight.
As we see here now, the use of actually being just a little bit short rather than a little bit heavy. This is a stone that is definitely very usable for Spain.
Certainly left himself a couple of options. But does not want to be wide and heavy with this one, which does seem like he has. So not a great shot by Sergio, although that stone still in the top of the forfeit.
Italy still sitting 2.
Perché lui ce l'ha rossa così e Lucre.
Va bene. Di là o di qua?
Di qua. Di qua. Se perché se mi metto di là non posso più usarlo.
Oh, spazio ne ha da vendere.
Tanta larga?
Sì.
Velocità ne hai?
Sì.
Ne hai di velocità,
Sì. Oh, sì, forte, mamma, forte.
Passa giallo. Beh, non è male così anche. Non è malaccio. Fastidioso dove era prima.
Si queda corta, mejor que larga.
Ya, pero si se queda corta, ellos van a ir con esa.
Now Italy with that tap back.
Si vas larga, tienes siempre
Didn't
esta.
really move the red too far.
Si vas larga, Sergio, si vas larga, siempre está esta.
Vale.
And maybe Sergio was looking to play just a ever so slightly tap on his own, maybe.
Yeah, if you can get a little bit to the inside of the red stone, you can tap it back onto
Fuerza.
Corta.
the back yellow and leave his shooter
Es buena.
not shot,
Es corta.
but in in a nice position.
One thing you can't do is to be high on line.
Instead, he will have a nice line, but come up a little bit short.
Again, I don't think that's too bad.
No.
No puedo ir, ¿eh?
¿Qué?
Estoy muriendo.
Dobbiamo spingere questa?
Me ahogo.
Però se mi viene qua che
If it was a couple inches higher on line there, could have set up a double for Italy. Still going to leave himself a couple of options, or leave Iran to Garcia some options. Italy needs to creep into the thinking box.
Chiudi qua, va?
No, lì no.
They have hammer their line shot.
Anche qua?
They're looking at the guard.
Lui dopo, se lui boccia questa, rimane lui a punto.
Maybe a bit afraid to
Va bene.
do too much.
Piano,
No?
Momo.
Sì, sì.
6, 7, non di più.
So what kind of result are they looking for with playing this shot?
Not really sure what are they called? A tap?
The tap, but she called weight to the back forefoot.
Si tiriamo forte, la rossa non scappa via.
No.
She's hoping to tap the front yellow onto the red.
Oh, è tanto larga questa.
Tanto larga per
Yeah,
No, non la prende
could make
neanche.
things worse here.
Vieni giù per niente.
Non viene giù niente.
Non viene.
No.
It's just slightly took off his shot stone.
Dos opciones ahí, o sea, quiero decir, la roja siempre va a estar.
So
Cuando
certainly
se puede
haven't-
quitar
È
esta.
un po' forte.
Made the situation any worse.
Porque vale, la empujo
to
un
say
poco y
he
si
has
lo digo para
improved
se
a
queda
lot
aquí, pero
is,
sigue apuntando amarilla.
No, si la tocas un poquito,
Probably
Ya,
wrong
la
too.
debo tocar muy poquito.
y aunque le toques aquí se quede aquí, puntuaría la roja, ¿eh? Si de aquí, ¿eh?
I think I'd be reasonably happy if I was
Yeah,
Italian
yeah.
right
¿Lo
now.
de fuerte no lo ves?
No.
O sea, quiero decir,
Porque es que al liberar tanto la guardia, lo más probable es que des aquí. Aquí.
pero no
porque
tengo
mira
por qué
hasta la
liberar
guardia.
tanto la guardia.
Mira, es que la tienes que bajar. No, yo veo esto, Irán, yo, ¿eh? Yo veo esto. Como tires fuerte y lees, yo qué sé, aquí o lo que sea, se te va esta,
Esa nunca se va, esa siempre va a la
pero
amarilla.
se queda aquí atrás, Irán. Y es como si eso, porque tendrían un apoyo. Yo haría eso, Irán, tú y yo, ¿eh?
See some of the locals here,
Si vas un
maybe
poquito fuerte y
some
lateral,
future curling
toca
players.
esta y girando se mete para aquí.
Turkey
Tenemos
quite
tiempo
new to
muerto.
the curling scene. Just joining the World Curling Federation in 2009.
Es que
See
esta si se
Spain
viene aquí no sé si
calling a
puntuaría.
timeout.
Yo creo que sí. Es un toque, Irán, es un toque
So
leve.
first
Y
coach
tirando fuerza
interaction here
Yo es
in
que
the
Irán
mixed
no
double world
vertical,
championship.
yo, ¿eh?
Ya.
Yo digo esta, tocar un poquito, nada más, y aquí. Pero Iranchu dice dar aquí fuerza hack, venir aquí y esta que venga aquí. También está bien, pero es que como falles te cascan 4 y se acaba el partido. Aquí. Pero es que toca la roja.
Y si tiene una fuerza hack, pues, o sea, puedo tirar una fuerza hack y ver esto, y si cae mucho, vamos a
Pero
eso.
que no viene directo, que es casi imposible. O tocas esta y esta la tocas nada más un poco. Es que yo no lo veo.
Hombre,
Si la-
esa sí que puedes ir con fuerza hack, ¿eh?
Tienes un hueco y ir a meter 2 piedras,
Ya.
pero menos de hack. Tira una fuerza, va, un draw largo, como el que has tirado antes, Irán.
Por aquí.
Y sales a barrer. Sale a barrer, ¿eh? Irán, suave, es un tiro suave, no es que tirar, tocar un poco.
So, some sort of tap is called, I believe. My Spanish isn't really that good, to be honest.
Don't think mine is any better.
I did study Spanish for a year, I think, or so, and then I dropped out and started doing something else.
I think by the look of this, though, they are calling a tap back.
Maybe my Spanish isn't that bad after all.
Or maybe you could just watch the players.
Iranzi Garcia has maybe overthrown this one.
Yes,
Gonna catch the back one. I think she had to do quite well to be lying short, but now I think made it a bit easier for Italy to maybe score 2.
Could they have some sort of double here?
Ti senti, si senti.
Score 3,
Prenderne uno non è niente, farne 3 è finita la partita.
I think that looks a bit tough.
Yeah.
If you're looking to play the high side of the red and spill it through the gap of the top 2 yellows. Is that your plan, or?
Tanto anche se vieni qua a metà, la rossa va via comunque.
Vedo un po' più di metà, Momo.
I think they're just playing the angled raise onto the second shot stone.
It's a little bit dangerous too, I'd say. There's always the risk of taking your own.
Yeah.
Out of there.
Last stone of the 6th end.
Big shot here for Lucretia Salvai.
Yeah, really like to be too thin and too thick with this one. She's going to be too thick. But is it maybe 2? Didn't really see what happened there. Seemed like that one just spun back up to the forfeit.
That is a great result for Italy.
Yeah, so Italy after that shot leading 7-3 over Spain. So don't really think she did catch that stone in the spot she wanted, but maybe just a bit lucky with the angles there, and scores 2 anyway.
Or maybe it was all in the plan.
Might have been.
Anyhow, we are really getting some exciting curling here when Italy takes on Spain. And here again is Lucretia Salvai. First draw of the 7th end. Looking to put this right on the button.
Vale.
So pretty good shot there. Gets to the nose. Small tap. Let's basically have all of our ends have started off.
And here we see a change in the lineup for Spain.
Yeah. As mentioned before, whenever you want to, you can just change the lineup for every end. And we now see Sergio is throwing the 1st and 5th stone.
I think it's a big part of the result that we see right now. The fact that Italy definitely are leading the first shots of the end. They are putting them on the button a lot more often than Spain.
For sure. I think mixed doubles it's really a race to the button, and Italy has been the stronger of the 2 teams to start off with, and with only 5 stones each, it's kind of hard to come back in an end that doesn't start off too good. So once that's start off strong, usually ends up with the points in the end. And Italy now again in the driving seat, I believe. Lying 2. So What's the reason for the change of the lineup, you think, Sarah?
Un pelín más de draw.
Maybe just the fact that Spain feels that it hasn't really been working for them. They're not really getting the execution that they're looking for, and just to get something different, just mentally change things up and try something new and see if it works.
No, un poquito más de ti, solo un poco. Esta no se tiene que ir,
Vale.
Well, I've seen it work before, but again, could make things worse. Obviously, you're throwing a bit different shots, and would have been earlier in the game. And Garcia, she's struggled a bit with these soft weights. Maybe putting a bit too much weight on them. Overthrowing them.
Here we see President of the World Curling Federation to your right, Kate Caithness.
Buona linea. Solo tempo, deve scendere.
2-3.
Deve scendere. Sì, tira giù. Forte. Vieni dietro allora, sì, vieni dietro, sì, forte.
So, might have forgotten this spot, I think, Italy. The spot down the outturn side here really curls, getting a lot of finish, and saw both teams struggle with that earlier in the game.
Aunque no se vaya.
Pero se controla mejor fuerte.
Leave a gap.
No tires fuerte.
Tiro la fuerza que me digas, pero se controla mejor fuerte.
Tira igual que antes.
Si no lo abrimos.
It's not the biggest gap though.
¿Qué?
Especially with no sweepers.
Igual que antes, Irán. Te marco este hielo.
Pero es que si no, no
You gotta be really good to get through that.
Es que no quiero que quites las dos.
Pero ahora que tenemos el hueco, luego lo van a cerrar.
Que tiene que caer Irán para entrar por el hueco, que si no, no entra. Tira suave.
So if you were to miss the gap, which guard would you be better off picking off?
I think the left one here, Sander.
I think so too.
That will open up the 2 yellow in the house.
This might be disastrous for Spain. She's gonna pick off the wrong guard and her own stone and spin that yellow guard in to the top late foot. So that's why the question, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely not missing on the right side there.
Yeah, just have to think of your margins there. That was the worst thing that could have happened. And I think Simone going in feeling quite comfortable in this end now. Flying 3, having a chance to put the guard on. Well, I think again it's just going to overcurl slightly. Bringing it into the house. And Italy now line 4.
Bisogna dare ancora più ghiaccio allora.
So obviously haven't seen Iranzu Garcia playing too many takeouts as she's playing the first and fifth zone. She's played some hack weight shots that haven't really panned out for her. Really throwing some heat down the ice. Want to pick off a couple of yellows. But I think again maybe just overthrown this on the high line. It does remove 2 yellows.
Yeah, she manages to get 2 yellows out, but when you're in the position that Spain is in, I think the most important thing is to leave your own stones where you can actually use them, and definitely in the house, because they do need to pick up some points here in the 7 if they want to still be in the game.
Yeah, certainly shouldn't have rolled out there. Should have kept that stone on the wing. If not for a multiple point score, at least an in-off possibility, as Italy certainly looking strong in this end. And Spain's got to pull off something fantastic here to score. But now that guard does overcurl, and Sergio Vez has actually just left that draw to the button. And I was seeing both teams and all the players throwing so many draws, so I'd expect him to be close with this one. I think important thing here for Sergio Vez with his last one of the 7th end is just not to overthrow it.
Needs to curl and sit down.
Just might have done that. Just so way too much weight. It's a hack weight shot. Should just play in the straight draw. And was that a steal of 2 for Italy, maybe? Game's over anyway. They shake hands. Didn't really pan out for Spain, and you hear Simone going in, just reassuring the umpire that they pick up another 2, and with that you'll see Italy winning this game 9 shots to 2 over Spain. See the scoreboard. Big factor here, Italy picking up a steal of 2 both in the 3rd, 4th and the 7th end. Couldn't really do too much, Spain.
No, and I think, as we said, those set-up shots in the beginning, watch your weight and make sure you're not too heavy. I think that's probably the lesson learned here today.
So we see our next live game will be tomorrow at 2:30 local time between the United States of America playing New Zealand here in Ezurum Curling Arena. The World Mixed Double Championships. I think that's it for me, Sandra and Sarah sitting next to me. Hopefully you'll join us tomorrow for the 2:30 game. See you then.